Hi, welcome to back everyone my channel VGR tutorial points. Today topic is the computer networking course beginners part 1. Please subscribe, please stay tuned. This video is nearly 1 hour. It is covering the 10 important points of the basic of beginners on the networking. These points are mainly the what are the networking devices, subnet mask, protocols, and IPv6 and class networking architectures, and so many extra topics. Totally 10 topics is covered. This 1 hour tutorial is the very easy steps, and basically the understanding of video, complete watch video. You should carry out the output this video. If you useful this video, please subscribe, please share, please comment, please like. Thank you. You are VGR tutorial. Hi, hello, VGR tutorials. AI technologies and this tutorial, so many software videos and networking videos. Please subscribe our VGR tutorial point videos, share and like and comment. Thank you. Today topic is the networking devices. What are the networking devices? What is the devices usage? The networking devices mainly is the use most of hubs, repeaters, bridges, switches, routers, gateway and routers. The repeaters also. It is the main networking devices. The networking device helps send to receive data between different devices. Networking devices allows devices to connect to the networking efficiency securely. Networking devices improve networking speed and manage data flow better. It is protect the networking by controlling access and preventing threats and expanded networking range. The common type networking device there are used access point, modems, firewall, repeaters, hubs, bridges, switches, routers, gateway, routers, and SC cards. The access point is the networking device allows wireless device like to smartphones, laptops, and connecting to wide network. The modem is also known as modulating. Demodulating is the networking device that is used to convert digital signal into analog signal. Different frequencies transmit their signals modem at receiving locations. Types of modem: DSL modem, cable modem, cellular modem. The firewall is the networking security device. It is monitoring the control the flow of data between your computer or networking. Internet is act where blocking unauthorized access while a trusted pass through. Repeaters. These repeaters are operating physical layer. It means function amplify the range of signals is networking before single become to weak corrupted to the extended length is transmitted. This hub is multiple connections, multiple wires common for different branches. Example, connector start topology. The types of hubs: active hub, passive hub, intelligent hub. The active hub. This active hub is the power supply and can clean, boost, and real signal long network. Passive. These are the hub that collect wiring from nodes and power supply from the active hub. Intelligent hub. It works like a active hub and including remote management capability. Bridges. These bridges operating data link layer. These bridge repeaters with added to the functional to filtering to the MAC address. Source router bridge. Switches. The switches are the multiple bridge with this buffer designing can boost efficiency, large number of ports, less traffic. Types of switches: unmanaged switch, managed switch, smart switch. Unmanaged switch. This unmanaged switch have to simple plug and play design and not advanced configuration. The managed switch. This switch offer advanced configuration of such as a WAN, link organization. Smart switch. This switch have to feature similar managed switch but the typical setup manage. Layer 2 switch. This operating data link layer OS modules and are responsible for forwarding data between devices on the same network segment. Layer 3 switches. This layer 3 switches operating networking layer and iOS modules and can route data between different network segments. The gigabyte switches, rack mounted switches, desktop switches, module switches. The gigabyte switches. The switch support gigabyte Ethernet speed, which faster than to traditional Ethernet speed. Rack mount switches. The switch is designed for mounted to server rack and suitable for use data centers other large network. Desktop switches. The switch is designed for use desktop or small office environmental, typical smaller size than rack mounted switches. Module switches. These switches have module designing always for easy to expense customization, suitable large networking data center. Routers. These routers like a switch, it is router data package based. Their IP address routers mainly networking layer device router, normally LAN and WAN, and you have dynamically updated routing table. It is the make a decision routing data pockets. Gateways. This gateways is suggested passage content to network that may be work up different networking models. NIC card. This networking interface card, it is called as LAN card. Types of cables used in LAN. The mostly coax cable, twisted pair cable, fiber optical cable. The coax cable is the electrical signals is insulated, generally made PVC Teflon. It is electromagnetic interface. It is speed up to 10 Mbps. It usually telephone system cable TV. It flexible to feature surrounding copper mesh with the feature surrounded plastic. The coax cable. The odd line in the coax cable, it is used application where is high signal strength required. This type of most commonly used their internet lines and the telephone lines. The RJ6 coax cable is used by the quality required as thicker, directly insulated in the use of the broadband internet cable TV extra. Try Axial coax cable. This is the more bandwidth. It is interface rejections use the additional copper band. It is shield commonly used connecting cameras and cable TVs extra. Types of connectors use coax cable: BNC and N series connections, F type connections, submature connections, threaded connections. Twisted pair cable. This twisted pair cable, copper wire cable with is the insulated is copper wires is the RJ45 connector. Twisted pair cables is the connected more conducting shield by the insulated, and the feature those twisted pair wires are coated for protect any damages. Types of twisted pair cable. The shield twisted pair cable, it is called short form STP, shield twisted pair cable. Its wire is covered by copper rod covering foil shield and layers protect the against interface leakage into the out of the cable. The unshield twisted pair cable, UTPS. This unshield twisted pair cable is one of the most commonly used cable in computer networking present time. UTP is constant two insulated copper wires twisted into around the one another. The twisted pairs help to controlling the interface. The category 1 is the bandwidth 1.4 MHz, 1 Mbps speed telephone wire. The category 2 is the 4 MHz and 4 Mbps transmissions, and 3 category is the 16 MHz, 16 Mbps, the Ethernet. The 20 MHz, 20 Mbps, the 100 MHz, 100 Mbps, and 100 MHz in the 1 Gbps Ethernet cable. Cat E cable is the 1 Gbps giganet, and this is the fiber optical cable. This fiber optical cable is the glass core surrounding the several layers and covering material general made by PVC Teflon. It is the 10 base F and 10 base FX and 10 base BX and 10 base X SX, 1000 base FX and 1000 base SX. 1000 base BX Ethernet varieties are available in this the fiber optical. It is designed jacket and bread, foil shield, and twisted pair. The types of connect used by this. The main conclusion this cable, the Ethernet cables were used connecting devices as networking, allowing them communicate with each other and access internet. Thus cables come different types, each designing support wireless speed and performance level. They are essential for the both home and office network, ensure stable connection. Today's topic is the networking ports. The first outcome is this video is the what is port, the introduction to the port, how do ports work in networking, what are the port number networking, what are the different ports numbers, how do ports make networking this, what is the port number, types of port number, list of common port numbers, important of port number. Let us start video. This how do port make networking connection more efficiency? How do port work in networking? The port numbers is in networking manage the multiple transmission requests by single physical networking on computer. The port has two main applications in the computer networking, which is given to below. A port number is networking software identification number that is related to the transport layer and used by transmission communication for specified service when it is required to convert to piece of software to run on another device's operating systems. Then port number is utilized computer software. What are the port number is networking? Port number is concept transport layer and OSI shoot transport layer protocol such as a UDP user data gram protocol and TCP transmission control protocol. Sessions is header for indicate the port numbers. Networking layer protocol such as IP protocol and only content destination IP address, not a port number. What is the different port numbers? The port numbers in the networking range of 0 to 65,535. The Internet Ascending Number Authority IANA. This full form is Internet Ascending Number Authority. Is the responsible from maintaining list of port numbers. Internet Ascending Number Authority IANA manage the networking related protocols. There are commonly used photo numbers with their associates networking protocol. The port 20 and 21 is file transfer standards for the protocol. Use transmission files between the client and server used port numbers 20, 21. Networking port is 22. The protocol secure cell SSH use port number 22, create a secure networking connection. Port 25 simple mail transfer protocol, use port number 25 and utilizing transmission mail. Port 80 hypertext transfer protocol. HTTPS is the protocol that allows access web pages over the World Wide Web and user port number 80. The port number 123 is networking time protocol NTP. Use port number 123 and allows computer clocks to sync. This process required for encrypt process. Port 179 board gateway protocol BGP. Utilizing port number 179, it is required for establishment efficiency router among the extension networking that make up internet. The port 443 stands for HTTPS secure and it is secure encrypted version HTTP. The port 443 stands for HTTPS secure and it is secure and encrypted version of HTTPS is the all HTTP IS web traffic goes to port number 443. The port number 500 Internet Secure Association and Key Management Protocol. It is short form is ISAK MP, the Internet Security Associates and Key Management Protocol. This one, use this port. The port number 500 Internet Secure Associates and Key Management Protocol ISAKMP use port number 500 and it is port of the process of configuration secure IP secure connection. The port 3389 remote desktop protocol RDP use port number 389. Port number is allows users to connect remotely their desktop computers and another device. Below this image show different well-known ports. How do ports make networking connections more efficiency? As well as see variety of data transmissions to and from computer over the same network. The port numbers help you computer understanding to do with the data to receive. Now let us understand it. The examples. Suppose there is a person named A and A who want to transmit their MP3 audio record person B using file transfer protocol FTP, and there is a person B is a computer send MP3 file and data to B email application, but email application does not know how to interpret in data, but A is used port number 21 file transfer for this sending file B computer. It able to store this receive files. Meanwhile, the B computer load HTTP pages simultaneously using port number 80. Everything both web pages data MP3 files follow the same networking conditions. The important port number networking. What are the main important 6 reasons of what are the port numbers is networking required the most important needed to 6 reasons are there. One is the multiplexing and demultiplexing. The another is the end-to-end communication and port call identification and security and firewalls, and this load balance custom application communication. The 6 main importance of this port number and networking. The multiplex and demultiplex in depth. The single device is multiple application may be sending and receiving data over networking simultaneously. Port number is allows the operating system router incoming data correct application to the process called demultiplication. The conversion it is the sending data port number is allows the multiplication. When sending data port number is allows multiplication, ensure that data from various application transmit through the appropriate port. This is the mechanism is crucially for efficient communication networking as helps the discussing between different services and applications using the same network interface. End-to-end communication, this encrypted communication just like a WhatsApp and other communications. This name suggested port number help establish end-to-end communication between devices across the network. When device intel the connection specify both this IP address and source port numbers and the destination device. Response with IP addresses, destination ports numbers. This is combination allows data be routed actually the intent application on receiving device. The port identifications. The port numbers are used to identify specific protocols server. This application using well-known ports numbers associates with common services such as HTTPS port number 80, HTTPS port number 443, file transfer protocol is port number 21, and many more. The secure and firewall. When you talk about security of the port numbers are very important. The implementation of networking security measures such as firewalls. Firewalls can filter control networking traffic based port numbers. Port examples Maybe configuration allow the web traffic. HTTP on protocol 80 will blocking other port to prevent unauthorized access potential threats. The these ports are load balancing also. In this scenario, we are multiple servers are servicing the same application, loading balance, distributing incoming, networking traffic across the servers, optimize performance and prevent overloaded. Port number or option used routine traffic, different servers based loaded, balancing logarithm. The customized application communication. The developer can use custom ports, number of established communication channels for the specified application or the services. This established creating Unicode networking service trailer specified needs. Please subscribe, please support, please share, please comment, please ask the networking related questions in comment box. Thank you once again, your video tutorial. Thank Hi, welcome to back everyone. My channel Vijaya Tutorial Point. My old channel is Tech Dude 8481 channel. Please support, please subscribe, please share, please comment. If any doubt, please ask questions in this comment box. Let us today topic is what is the networking port address. The networking port address is the simple port and the numerical identification range from 0 to 65,000. The networking port is addressing or simple port or numerical identification range starting 0 to 65,535 that along with IP addresses uniquely identify the specified process services and device host within a network, ensure that reach the correct application. More purpose, the port act like a doorways to specify application or service running on computer, enable data to be routed and correct decision. How it is work? This device send data including the both and destination IP address, identify the host and the destination port number, identify the service applications. The IP address wise port. An IP address identify device on networking like a street address. A port number of identify the specified application or services running on the device like a specified apartment number within the building. Example, when you access website, your browser send to request the server IP address and specified port is 80 for HTTPS hypertext or 443 port number. HTTPS indicates that is request web traffic. The well-known ports of this are standard ports associated with a specified service like a port 21 for file transfer and port 25 is a simple mail transfer protocol and the port 80 for HTTPS. The registered ports, these are signed specified application or service but are not widely known as well-known ports. Dynamic ports, there are used temporary connections and are not assigning specified services. Important port address is crucially efficiency real networking communication ensure that is the delivery to correct application services. What are the different type of port addresses? The networking ports is the category was into well known as 0 to 1023. Register is 1024 into 49,151. A dynamic private IP address is the 49,152 to 65,533. Each services different purpose communication. Here the breakdown of the ports that the well-known ports are 0 to 1024. The well-known ports are those ports are reserved for common widely used services and protocols like HTTPS and H80 and HTTPS 443 simple mail transfer protocol 25 and SSH 22. Registered protocols ports are 1024 and 49,151. These ports are assigning the specified application by organization are used for various services. The ports are two types, dynamic and private ports is the 49,152 into 65,535. These ports are used temporarily connection and can be used by any process. What are the basic computer ports? These computer ports are the connecting point on the desktop that allows you interface with the extremely device, the physical connection services gateway, data transfer to deliver and communicate between your computers. The peripheral like a monitor, keyboard, printer, external storage devices, hard disks, and pen drives, etc. Why do you need port address? This port address number is the always to identify specified process to which internet to other networking messages to be forwarded when it is arrived at the server. All networking connected this devices have standardized port with assigning number. What is the port? Port 80 and port 443. This port 80 is a standard unencrypted port of the HTTPS hypertext transfer protocol, while the port 443 is the standard encrypted port of the hypertext transfer protocol secure. This the port 80 HTTPS hypertext transfer protocol used for standard web communication or data transmitted in plain text, meaning it is not encrypted. This means that is anyone to access the networking could have potential and read and information being to transmitted. The HTTPS is the protocol used fetching web pages and other resources from web services. The HTTPS is not a secure and should be avoided for transmitting sensitive data. The port 443 HTTPS used for secure web communication data encrypted using TLS transport layer security. This is or otherwise SSL secure socket layer. Once again, I will repeat this. Used for secure web communication where data encrypted using TLS transport layer security or SSL secure socket layer. This encrypted ensure that even someone encrypted data they want to be able to read without the proper decryption. HTTP is a secure version. HTTP is the used by the transmission sensitive information such as a password and credit card details. HTTPS is essential for protecting user data and maintaining the secure online experience. This is the most useful ports addresses to use in the our networking commonly. Today's topic is the IP versions 4 and IP version 6. The IP6 is the newest version of the internet protocols to designing and replace in the IP4. Primarily due to its significant large address space, which is addresses limits of the IP4 is the address exacting problems. The IP address. The IP4 version is the used 32-bit address providing approximately 4.3 billion unique IP addresses, and the IP6 is used the 128-bit address is offering vast address space approximately 3 into 10 and greater than 38 unique IP address. The key different features networking address translation NAT. IP4 relies heavily on NAT managed limited addresses, and while IP6 eliminated the need at NAT, simplify routing and improving performance and routing. The IP6 has the more efficiency routing capability, including the ability distinguishing delay sensitive packets for better quality of services. The Header structure. The IP6 has a simplified header structure compared with the IP4. Header structure. IP6 has a simplified header structure compared with IP4, leading to fast processing by router. The auto configuration. The IP6 is supported stateless address auto configuration and allow device automatically configuration their IP address, simplifying networking security. IP6 is offering improved security feature, including built-in support of IP security. The broadcasting. IP6 does not use broadcasting address, which can be more efficient than IP6. IP4 broadcasting mechanism. The IP4 address are responsed in dot decimal notation, while IP6 addresses are represented to the 8 groups of the 4 hexadecimal digits. Each group is the represent of 16 bit. Should I use IP6 at home? Yes, you can use IP6 at home. In fact, the recommended to use IP6. It is the feature on the internet and produce many benefits over IP4, such as a large address space, improved security, and better network auto configuration capability. What is IP4 and IP6 with this example? IP4 is used decimal and 192.168.1.1, while IP6 is example hexadecimal example 2001 is to. What are the disadvantages of the IP6? Not better universally supported. Address are longer to support, more address, expensive switching, new routing equipment. The IP4 is the simple and easy access to internet systems, compatible with the majority of the website, well known as technology easy developed. The cons has limited number of unique IP address, limited scalability, limited IP address availability, lack of internet and secure measures. IP6 is the pros, large number of IP address, less address auto configuration, improving performance, outstanding the USA. One routable IP address representing entire the network, easy to use, dynamic IP address. IP6 cons the not better universal support address, longer supported, more address, expensive switching and routing. Hi, hello, BGR tutorials, AI technologies, and this tutorial, so many software videos and networking videos. Please subscribe our BGR tutorial point videos, share and like and comment. Thank you. Hi, hello, welcome to back my channel BGR tutorial point and my old channel TechDude8481. Please support, please subscribe, please share and comment. Thank you. Today topic is the networking topology. The outcome is coming is this, the types of networking. There are 7 types of networking topologies in computer network. This outcome is going to the explain the point-to-point networking and bus topology networking, star topology networking, ring topology networking, mesh topology networking, tree topology networking, and 7th one is the hybrid topology networking. The first one is this point-to-point topology. It is point-to-point topology is the simplest networking configuration, connecting node directly to direct communication link. The advantage of this point-to-point is high bandwidth of the fast communication speed, easy to maintain troubleshoot since 2 nodes are involved. Disadvantages of this point-to-point technology topology: the limited 2 devices expanded to the networking required additional links. If your connecting fail, communication between the 2 nodes is disturbed. This the next is the bus topology. This bus topology is a cable reassembling bus routes with this device connected along with length. This is the data travel along the cable. Each device check into data and intent. You observe this is the bus topology. You observe this image. This is the server and the workstation, the user's computer. This is the communication cable and the connected this networking printer, laptop and workstation. This is the bus topology. This way, what are the advantages of this bus topology? Simply setup of the cost efficiency, well suited small networking with the few devices. Disadvantage, limited scalability, adding the more devices can degrade performance. A single cable break can disturb the entire network. This is the disadvantage of this bus topology. The star topology. This star topology is the each device is connected directly in central hub or switch. All the communication between devices must be through this central point like of it is accept data, otherwise is ignored. The a line long signal cable serve their communication. This star topology, each device is directly to as a central hub or switch is the allow the communication between devices must through this central point of is like to up and this module. This is the data transmission. You observe this star topology just like a star, and the middle one switch or hub is connected. The each devices go to each connecting a networking ethernet cable. The devices connected to distributed or networking printer also connected, CPU connected, laptop connected. What are the advantages of this star topology? Each to install, manage and troubleshoot isolated issues. Individual connections or failure of one device does not affect other devices. It is some advantageable to the point to point topology. Disadvantages of this star topology depend on this central hub. If it is failed, the entire the network goes down. More cabling is required, making it costly than bus topology. The next one is the ring topology. This ring topology is the each device is connected to exactly the devices forming closed loop ring. Data circulated around the ring in one direction. The devices receiving data, it is processed and processed along with the next devices multi each of the destination. You observe this is the ring topology. This is the one networking cable connecting each device's printer. First device 1, device 2, device 3, device 4 printer, device 5 is another CPU and device 6 is the server. This way, what are the advantages of this ring topology? This event data distribution, each devices an equal opportunity transmission, simple and predictable data. And disadvantage, break into the ring can distribute it into network, adding or removing device can be complex. This mesh topology is like to web or connections or reach devices connected every other device. This creating reducing multiple path for data travel. Mesh networking can be entire full mesh. Every device is connected every other partially mesh. Some devices have two pre-connections. Mesh topology. This is the mesh topology is the something confusion. This the it is called each user is node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4, node 5. The advantages of mesh topology. This mesh topology advantage high reduction networking remain optional if in some connections are fair. Scalable, adaptable, can handling large number of devices. Disadvantages of this mesh topology expensive due to the numerous cables and ports of required, complex to set up and the maintenance. The sixth one is the tree topology. This tree topology is combination characteristic start and bus topology, arranging nodes in this hierarchical structure, resembling the tree. In this way layout, multiple star networks are connected to the central bus, allows for a schedule organized networking design. What are the advantage of tree topology? This scalable, easy to expand by doing no nodes with distributing entire work, facility to better management organize of devices. What are the disadvantages of this tree topology? This tree topology, if the central trunk fails, can distribute the entire network, more complex configuration and maintenance compared with the other topology. The hybrid topology, this is the most latest technology, is the hybrid topology. This is hybrid topology. This system is the given to one switch, another switch, another switch, the connecting different topologies, and this is the way hybrid topology. This hybrid topology combination or more different topologies are into single network. This option to the done to aims strength of one topology will migration to weakness of, for example, some networking might use a star topology for it is the core infrastructure, bus topologies for the similar isolated segment. What are the advantages of this hybrid topology? The advantages of this flexibility to tailor the network into specified needs in the hybrid topology. This hybrid topology is enhanced fact tolerance by combination of different topologies. This one. The disadvantage of this hybrid topology, the complex increasing with the number of topology integrated and required for careful planning to ensure smooth operations. The types of networking topology usage. This topology is what is the best type of networking topology? Cost. Best topology is bus and star. Bus is expensive implement ideal for small networking. This the star is moderate cost. Each setup is managed. Reliability of this networking. Best topology mesh hybrid mesh I reliable with multiple connection link for other remains other options. The hybrid combination strength different technology announced to the fault tolerance scalability. This best topology tree and mesh. The tree is to expanded additional branch without disturbing in this mesh. Scalability can become a complex with many nodes. Performance. This performance is best topology mesh and star. Mesh is offering high in bandwidth and remaining suitable critical applications. Star topologies provide good performance for most outside networking, but really in the central hub. Please subscribe my VGR tutorial point. Please share, please comment, please ask any doubts in networking. Thank you once again. Your VGR tutorial points. Where similar the bus route. This is up duplex communication. Is this wireless set. This is up duplex communication. Data travels in both directions, but only one at a time. The input, sender and receiver. This is the example. The another is full duplex communication. At a time send the both sides and the receiver and sender. The simple I will explain. This simple is the transmitter once. One is the transmitter, one is the receiver. Simple communication. The up duplex communication take turn. The transmission receiver. The transmission receiver. One time one. The full duplex is the transmitter and receiver at a time. The both sides. This is the full duplex communication. This is example of duplex communication walkie-talkie. This is full duplex communication sender and receiver simultaneously at a time. The up duplex is the only send or receive one function at a time. This transmission simple of duplex communication, full duplex communications. Thus you observe this. The learn transmission mode with example simple duplex model and up duplex model, full duplex model. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Networking protocols and the networking communications. The mail is the duplex communication and full duplex communication, up duplex communication, simple duplex communication. The duplex communication is the bidirectional mode communication, which is both of senders and receivers can communicate simultaneously. The full duplex communication is the full duplex communication data transmission occur both directions simultaneously like a two-way street where traffic follow the both direction at the same time. The up duplex communication. In the contrast, full duplex up duplex communication allows two-way in communication, but only one part of can transmit data at a time. The simple duplex communication. The simple simple communication is the one-way communication system where information is the transmit from the one device to another, but is receiving device cannot send information back to the transmissions device. This example is the keyboard and CPU. The example full duplex communication is the phone calls both parties can speak and listening simultaneously. Half duplex walkie talkie when only persons can speak at a time. The simple is the keyboard sending into the monitor where you monitoring display the input but cannot send the information back to the keyboard. Advantage of full duplex: the faster transmission, data can be sent and received simultaneously, saving on transmission time. Fast, the great thought of the ability to send the received data the same time, greatly increasing the rate of transmission. Disadvantage of full duplex: the high cost. The full duplex system is required more expensive equipment, high bandwidth. Full duplex communication required high bandwidth to be used. Hello friends, welcome to back my channel Vijay Tutorial Point. My old channel is the Tech Dude 8481. Please support, please share, please comment, please ask any doubts in networking protocols and networking issues. Thank you. So many people have so many questions in networking. The today topic is what are the networking protocol and communications. This topic. The networking protocol is like a common language computers device and communicate across the network regardless of under hardware software. What are purpose of the protocols? They define how data formatted, transmitted, received, and interpreted, ensure efficiency, reliable data transfer. What are the important of networking protocols? They are essential for using internet and digital communication, allowing devices to communicate each other regardless of the internet process, structure, or design. The examples of this common networking protocols is the TCP and IP, HTTP, FTP, SMTP, DNS, DCHCP, and ICMP. The types of networking protocol: the communication protocol, the facility of this data exchange between each device, it is called communication protocol. The ICMP, internal control message protocol, use this the networking diagnostic and error reporting. Security protocol, this is ensure the protect your authentication and integrated data during transmission. The HTTPS is the hypertext transfer protocol. Secure is the you observe this HTTPS every Google search is coming is the trusted. The one HTTPS hypertext transfer protocol, secure, used for encrypt web traffic. The SFTP is the secure file transfer protocol. This SFT is the secure file transfer protocol, a secure version of the file transfer FTP. The SSL and TLS, the secure socket layer SSL, and the TLS is the transport layer security. The protocol used encrypting networking communications. What are the another, you are asked what are the 5 communication protocols are there? The TCP/IP, HTTP, FTP, MQTT, Bluetooth. This is the most used communication protocols. This one, the MQTT is the message query telemetry transfer, a lightweight publish subscribers protocol designed for the IoT application, allowing devices exchange message efficiency. The Bluetooth, this Bluetooth is popular short range wireless communication protocol, especially Bluetooth low energy. This is used by the devices like wearables and the smart home devices, smart home appliances. The another question asked is the another viewer, what are the difference between networking protocol and communication? This question asked the Answer is the fundamental of difference between the two is also follow while computing protocol definition rule communication among the process. With computer the communicate protocol different rules and communicate among the computer both then with exchange each information. The another one is the asked another question is what are the three types of networking protocols? The three types of networking protocol. General speaking, there are types of protocol networking communication such as Ethernet, management such as SMTP, and security such as secure cell or SSH. The another you are also asked this question: what is meant by communicate protocol? The commonly protocol set of formula rules describing transmission exchange data. It is the example including Wi-Fi and Internet Protocol and Hypertext Transfer Protocol (HTTP). The another one is the asked another question. What is called protocol? The most commonly meaning protocol is system of rule that explain the correct conducting procedure and following formula situates there. The example sentence solid actions construction with military protocols. The if you observe this is the internet provided and this is the server our server and this is the switch is the another switch is the this one is the user, the another is Wi-Fi connector, and this is the distributing the 1 Gbps 10 Gbps lines are provided. DNS domain name system, the translating domain name system like a google.com into IP address like a 123.45.67.89. UDP user datagram protocol. UDP user datagram protocol. Connectless protocol used is application or speed portals of reliability like a streaming. Management protocol over this control networking operations. SNMP simple networking management protocol. DHCP dynamic host configuration protocol automatically assigning IP address to device onto the networking. There are mainly this DHCP is the 7-layer OSI modules are there. The first one is the layer application, second one is the presentation layer, third one is the session layer, fourth one is the transport layer, networking layer, and data link layer and physical layer. How to communicate protocol? Now I will explain this clearly. This is the internet provider, router, and the switch is the our company server, any organization server. The networking video recording and this video monitoring. This after that is another switch go to input and go to the output is the this dark color is the Wi-Fi 10 GB fiber, and this is the light blue color is the given to 1 giga copper wire is the cat 6 cables. This is wire devices connected, this is wireless device connected. Similar one switch, it is wireless devices. You observe this image and this one. This is the router, this is internet provider, switch and network video recorder, video monitoring server, the Wi-Fi 6 access points, this printer, mobile and Wi-Fi receiving devices. Who make networking protocol? The Institute of Electronics Engineering, the Internet Engineering Task Force, and the International Organization Standardization, the International Telecommunication Union, the World Wide Web constructions. Types of communications. This is the communication protocol, internet protocol, Bluetooth protocol, instant message chat protocol, routing protocol, automatic protocol. Networking management. This protocol defining policy of reducing, monitoring, managing networking. The secure protocol. This is the secure protocol is encrypting data that protect the data, ensuring that only authorized entity have access, just like a WhatsApp. Authentication ensure that devices are networking or who they claim to be. Transportation. Transportation. This ensures secure data while transmission from the networking device another. Application layer, transport layer, networking layer, physical layer. This is role of subnet mask. What are the key features of subnet mask? Now I will explain. The subnet mask is the 32-bit numbers which separate IP address into ports. The networking ID and the host ID. The both are divided. It tells device which have versions of the address belongs to the networking and which identify individual device. By doing this helps determine which device belongs to the same local network and which is device is reserved to different networks. It supports efficiency networking organization, better control of data flow, and overall improvement security management networking. The example of this role of subnet mask is the IP address is taken by 192.168.1.10. The subnet mask 255.255.255.0. This is the IP address and subnet mask. This networking is the 110.0.00000. Total is the 6 zeros dot this way. The host is the 000 4 zeros and 1010 this way. This subnet mask is help divide in large networking into small subnet. Subnet is improving your networking efficiency, security, and performance. Function subnet masks. Why use subnet mask? This subnet mask has class A networking, which means the 16 million hosts in the networking manage such a large networking become challenging due to maintenance of UG network. Security of the networking, for example, we have to determine to company all your other four departments and access to the whole network. Solution of subnet mask. This subnetting solves those problems, dividing into large network into smaller, manageable subnets. Is the each department get into one subnet, improving security and efficiency of the work. Without subnetting, identify a device required the three steps: identify of the networking, identification of the host, identification of the process. In case of address with the subnetting is the process reach in address is done by four steps: identify of the networking, identify of the subnet, identify of the host, identify of the process. Suppose class C networking is the fixed subnet ID is there 192.55.255 this way. This first and last IP address reserved networking ID and direct broadcasting address. Every subnet have to receive 8 IP addresses in the case. Representative of the subnet mask. Subnet mask is the 32-bit number made is 1S and 0S. It is the identify networking and the 0 is representative device, host is the 1. Routing table of subnet mask. This networking does not match with any other subnet mask. The packets will be sent to difficult to enter. Suppose networking ID I will tell you 200.1.2.0. The subnet mask is the 255.255.255.192. It is class A interface. The 200.1.2.64, it is the network ID. The subnet mask is the 255.255.255.192. The class B started. The 200.1.2.128, the subnet mask is 255.255.255.192. This is the class C series. This is the 200.1.2.192 is the 255.255.255.192. is the class D. The some cases of this match with two entire in the routing table. How does subnet mask work? So many people asking these questions with the viewers. That's why I will tell you this mainly. Please listen carefully. The subnetting divided into large network into small. Subnetwork may be modified the subnet mask. This improving the management of IP address, reduce broadcasting traffic and increasing networking security, isolating different parts. Networking subnetting also help optimize use IP address space and improving troubleshooting overall this networking performance. For example, this subnetting can organize device into logical groups such as separating a company's department of different subnets this way. Traffic with one department does not unnecessarily interface with others, improving the performance security networking classes. The networking class is the A, B, and C and D. The networking class A is started into subnet mask 255.0.00. The address is starting this 126.255.255.255. It is connecting host 16 million computers. The class B is the 255.255.00. It is starting 120.0.0.0. It is starting and the closing is the 191.255.255.255. 65,000. The class is the 255.255.255.255. It is starting is 192.0.0.0 to start and 223 into 255 255.255. It is connecting only 254 systems only. The advantage of subnet mask, the another main important topic of this subnet mask. Reduce networking constantly limits broadcasting traffic, improve networking speed, efficient IP usage, allocate IP-based need, avoiding wastage, enhance security by isolating subnet. For example, no other department with any organization should be able to view code created by development. Enable departmental segment. Higher networking priority may be need for your some business subnets than other. For instance, sales department may be need to hold the video conference and webcasting permissions. Supporting scalability, allow networking to grow while remaining organization. What are the main disadvantages of this subnetting? The limited IP space, dividing network and reduce available IP per subnet. Additional hardware subnet reduce the overall number of IP address in the network, but it could purchasing extra hardware like a router that is the cloud very expensive. Complex setup required export into plant configurations the subnets. Compatibility of issues. Older devices or system may be struggle with the subnetting configuration. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to back everyone my channel Vijay Tutorial Point. Today topic is the networking tutorials. Is the main topic is today is the networking topology architecture. What is the networking topology architecture? The two-try networking topology. Two-try networking topology is the flat or collapse core design. It consists of two layer access layer and designing it core layer in this organization where the networking is smaller and scalability and complexity are not much. Corner generally adapt this type of architecture is the topology to try networking topology for your reference. This is the image. You observe this scenario. In the small office network, two-thread topology may be considered access switching connections and use devices such as a computer and printers. In the access layer is those access switching are then connected to core switch or router which is provided connectivity to other networking. The three-track networking, it is the three-track networking topology is the three-layer architecture in which is networking divided into access layer, distribute layer, core layer. The three-tier networking topology is mainly used access layer, distribute layer, core layer. It provides better scalability, flexibility, and networking segment compared to the two-tier design. Here it is the three-tier networking topology diagram for your reference. Scenario in this enterprise networking three-tier topology may be constant of access switches in the access layer connecting end user devices. The access switches are then connected distribution switch in the distribution layer which is provided connectivity between access switching and aggregate traffic. The distribution switch are the feature connected to core switch into the core layer which is handle high speed backbone connections connected to other network. Spin leaf networking topology architecture. The spin leaf networking topology architecture is the referred to leaf spin or closed architecture. It is highly scalable and highly performance design frequently employed in large data centers to cloud environmental facilities. Low latency and non-blocking communication among devices ensure efficiency and rapid data transmission. Here is the spin and leaf network topology for your reference. You observe this diagram scenario. In this data center, spin leaf topology may be constant of the storage device. The sleep switches are the connected to the spin switches in the spin layer which is provide connectivity between the leaf switches, and this facility provide into continuous between leaf switches and facility to east-west traffic. This designing ensures that any device in the networking can be reached any other device within a minimum latency. WAN networking topology. This WAN wide area networking topology architecture refers to networking architecture used to intercom geographical disappear locations, branch office. Here is the WAN topology in which branch office, regional office, remote office, and data centers connected. There can be outstanding branches which are connected to the WAN infrastructure data center. This diagram observe scenario in this multi-site organization. WAN topology may be involved multiple branches of office connecting to the central headquarters. Each branch's office typically as it is whole local area networking LAN connected. The router which is established connection is WAN. This is the WAN networking can be implemented using technology such as the leading MLPC multi-protocols, label switching, VPN virtual private networking, SD-WAN software defined wide area networking. The small office, home office is the SOHO networking topologies. SOHO networking topology generally used small office, other home offices, typical SOHS networking topology. For your reference, laptop and router, internet and access point, switch and desktop. In this home office setup, SOS topology may be involved signal router gateway device that connected to internet service provider ISP. The end user device such as the laptops and phones etc. can be connected to the router via wireless, or desktop service can also be connected router through wired. Open permission cloud networking topology architecture. And networking architecture design use both on permissions and cloud networking for developing networking resources. Permissions mean developing networking devices infrastructure. This scenario is a hybrid cloud environmental permission networking resources such as service storage and switching or interconnection. to cloud resource through the dedicated connections or secure VPN tunnel. This on permission network just like an extension of cloud networking which utilize data exchange between the two environmental. Please subscribe my VGR tutorials point. Please share, please like, please comment, please ask network related questions. Thank you once again, your VGR tutorials. Hi, welcome to back my channel VGR tutorial point everyone. Today topic is the types of networking computer. The main types of computer networking: local area networking, it is called as a LAN. The metropolitan area network, it is called as a MAN. The wide area network, it is called as a BAN. The personal area network, it is called as a PAN. And virtual private networking, VPN, each services different purpose geographic scope. The local area networking is connecting device with the limited geographical or like home, office, schools. You example, your home Wi-Fi networking. The metropolitan area networking is the metropolitan area networking is the connected to networking city to metropolitan area span of large area than the some lands. Example, a city cable TV network. The wide area networking is the WAN. It is the call for connecting the network across the large geographical areas such as different cities, countries. Example, the internet. The personal area network, it is called as PAN. The connecting devices around a single person such as smartphone, tablet and headphones. And the example, connecting your phone to your car Bluetooth. Virtual private network, it is called as a VPN. It is example using VPN across the company networking remotely. Please subscribe, please share my VGR tutorial point. Our old channel is the technical channel Tech Dude 8481.